Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, guys, I've got some bad news. I got tons of news today. This is a bean spilling filled rambling, that's for sure. First thing, I was talking to David from Come On Homesteading. He just got back from the doctor. I'm not going to spill his beans, but he got a lot discussed. Now, in talking to him, I said, you know, David, I haven't checked my blood pressure in a while. You guys remember I used to be on blood pressure medicine. I retired from my corporate job, and I lost my health insurance. And I do have VA health insurance, but I never got set back up to get blood pressure medicine. I monitored my blood pressure and just made sure. Guys, real quick, time out. Behind me, that's the bee frames and the extractor and the table and everything that Meredith and I did the bees with. You saw yesterday on Ramblings, the bees were getting all the honey off of it. Well, yesterday after I finished that rambling, there were 3 times as many bees on there. I'm talking seriously, probably 3,000 bees were up here at these frames. Well, it's in the 70s again today. Again, shorts and short sleeves. Over there now, yellow jackets, red wasps, and the honeybees. I hate yellow jackets. Oh my goodness, I hate yellow jackets with a passion. Those things are mean, and I'm kind of scared. And what landed on my arm just a second ago while I was talking to you looked like a yellow jacket. I'm okay with the bees. The bees ain't gonna bother me. The wasp probably ain't gonna bother me either, but them yellow jackets, they just don't like it. They're just not nice. I think they're evil incarnate. They really are. I know a lot of them are drinking water out of the water that's leaking out of the hot tub. Yeah, the hot tub may be a lost cause. I might just drain the hot tub and then see if I can figure out where the leak is or whatever. I don't know what happened to it. I did get the ridge crib insulated yesterday. I got all the old 4-inch thick closed cell foam. I got it all up around it. There's a couple little problems I see. Things have fallen down. I'm probably gonna get some of that insulation that Meredith used on her barn to keep those panels in place, kind of seal it up a little bit. Speaking of which, today at 3 p.m. Central, hopefully you watched this before, at 3 p.m. Central, I'm doing a time-lapse, beginning to end, 40 by 60 pole barn build in under 1 hour video. Got all that put together and finally got that ready. That video will be out on RidgeLife at 3 p.m. Central. So hopefully, if you're watching this, go over and watch that live with me. I'll get to chit-chat you in the premiere. Yes, premiering it. Which means while we're watching it together at 3 p.m., you can talk to me and I can be telling you what's going on. So, all right, back to the bad news. Yeah, so I talked to David about his doctor visit today, and I hadn't checked my blood pressure in a while. I was keeping track of it. It was June was the last time I checked it. Now, when I was on the medication, I was 120 over 70. I was 125 over 75. 130 over 72. Good. That was really good with the blood pressure medicine. I started weaning myself off of it as when I retired and didn't have any medicine left, and it stayed pretty low, I thought. I did see a couple of them where it inched up, 150, 155 over 80, over 85, but well, guys, I probably should have kept checking it because while I was on the phone with David today, I pulled it up and it was 160. I say 180. No, 160 over 85. Never been 160 before ever on top. 160 over. I took it again a couple times and it stayed about 155, 160 over 180, or over 80 or 85. Yeah. So the bottom, the systolic, the top is high. The diastolic is a little bit elevated, but not too bad. There's actually a term for that when your top number's really, really high and your bottom number's not, which is still elevated stroke risk. So I've got to get, I guess, to the VA and get me some blood pressure medicine. I was hoping not to have to go even use the VA services. I am getting married, and once I get married to Myrrh, I'll be on her health insurance. But we have not set a date yet on when we're getting married. Probably going to be 6 months at least to a year. Well, it's either going to be this spring or this fall. We don't want to do a hot wedding, right? We're going to do something fun. Not really sure. We're going to do it. We're not going to spend lots and lots of money. I mean, she's already said we're doing hot dogs and DJ. So, and believe it or not, Meredith, she could do that. She'll probably have a really, really nice dress, and then be hot dogs and DJ. So, and a small group of people, small group. It won't be it'll be immediate family and some extended family. Yeah. Not a giant to do where every single person I know on YouTube is going to be there. Very, very small. But Meredith said we are going to film it. I do not like these yellow jackets flying around me. Then Tim, why did you sit in front of them when you do your video? I thought it'd be funny. If I get stung while I'm doing this video for you, you'll probably think it's really, really funny, won't you? May get back out. I got some really good deer hunting footage for you, but I want to harvest a deer with muzzle loading before I put the video out. So it'll be a muzzle loading season video. I might go this evening after the premiere. I still need to finish mowing and bush hogging, and got some other things going on. Been working on the mini split, and I've got a couple issues doing it by myself. It is the DIY mini split where it comes pre-charged, the line set, but in working on it, in putting the unit on the wall and connecting the line set, it's really a two-person job. Once I get it figured out, then I'll proceed and get that video out to you. But I'm definitely not ready with the mini split yet. But I don't know if I should hunt this afternoon. As hot as it is, I probably should just finish mowing the yard and everything. Timmy, you ain't got no grass back there. I know there's no grass right there. Matter of fact, I've been driving the side-by-side right through there, going back in the woods when I was doing all the chainsawing and everything. And that dirt is definitely not having grass on it. I know, Elvis, it's hot out here today. I mean, I'm sitting in the sun right now. My face is probably shadowy. I apologize. I definitely had to have some shade, though, because it is hot. It is hot out here in the sun. Hopefully you saw me and Meredith live last night. That was our first Wednesday night live, and Meredith was a hoot. We were over there at Three Mississippis watching the Sid show, because Mike never shows up for their lives. And I was hoping Mike would show up. He usually shows up the last half of it. Well, I said, if Mike don't show up for the live, I'm not doing the live. Meredith can do the live by herself. And sure enough, Mike never showed up at all on Three Mississippis live last night. They go live right before me. So we got out there and I said, welcome to Ridge Life. This is the Wednesday night live. There's Meredith. I'm out of here. And I let her hold the show for a while. I stepped back in, but she kicked butt and take names. I mean, y'all said originally, I would talk over her and all that stuff. No, she talked more than me last night. That's definitely for sure. She said my eyes looked puffy in it. I think I'm allergic to hay. And of course, I go over there and I fed the animals right before the live, so I was sniffing all that hay, and we're getting the last bit of the hay out of the party barn. We got the 500 bales of hay in the big red barn, which the video comes out today, beginning to end bill, by the way, 3 p.m. Central. But we're getting the last bit of hay out of the party barn, and I was shoveling all the hay that had fallen apart and putting it in the side-by-side, and I was really breathing in. So I think the allergies just get me. And the bees are bringing in some stuff. Most of the goldenrod is gone now after that first freeze we had, but they're getting something from somewhere. I don't know. Well, they're getting a ton from right behind me. Uh-oh. See, that is a yellow jacket right there. That was a yellow jacket. I do not. No, go away. Go. Go to the go-go. All right. But I did also get online looking at the telehandlers, and I believe I can get the TH255 carried on my trailer. I got a 12,000 pound trailer. It's 11,000 pounds. Get it for $500 and get all my materials moved. I haven't set the date for that, but it looks like I can get that done. So I'll go pick it up, move everything, take it back the next day, charge $500, hopefully. I know it sounds like a lot just to move something from one place to the other, but if it protects the equipment or the materials for long-term storage, because the subfloor materials get used first, right? The interior framing, and that'll be later on. Gotta get dried in first. The heavy timbers for the main roof, the SIP panels got to come. We put the SIP panel walls up. I get the interior girders put up, and then the top SIP panel walls go on. Then we start doing the rafters and the collar ties and wall ties, and then we get the scissor truss on. I don't have the scissor truss here. I don't have the SIP panels here. I don't have my interior doors here. I do have the windows to the walls. You know, I do have windows and wall. Well, I don't have the SIP walls, but I got interior wall framing materials. Again, dry in, and then, well, actually, I don't know if I've told anybody this. If we get the barn house dried in, I might switch over to a Meredith's barn and do her loft myself and do the stalls and the wood around I may be hopping back and forth. But I really got to get the subfloor done, get it inspected. Of course, we got to finish the solar too on the solar shed. And I'm pretty sure that's going to go pretty quickly once I get it going. It's just the permitting thing, making sure the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. Not too big of a deal. But yeah, hopefully my blood pressure, I can keep that down, and or get some medication and keep it down. I think getting stung may help it. No, I don't want to get stung. I don't want to swell up like a balloon, because I definitely swell up. The insulation under the ridge crib should help with these upcoming frozen temps, and everything else is going great. I appreciate y'all for joining us. Before our live last night, again, hopefully you saw that live. If not, the Meredith came home from work and made me a homemade dinner, right? She made, she went to Whole Food store, you know, that's that organic food store, and she got pasta, she got spaghetti sauce, she sauteed her own mushrooms and seasoning, got some garlic bread, and we had a Caesar salad. You know, she had all this stuff, and she put it all together, and it was delicious. Thank you, Meredith. That was a wonderful meal you cooked for me after a long day at work. I do appreciate it. She appreciates the things I do for her, and I just appreciate the things she does for me. I can't wait to marry that girl. She is the apple of my eye. I am. Sometimes, you know, in life you're like not sure of things, and you're just, you know, going through life, you know, checking the boxes and you know, going through the motions. But with Meredith and I, it is intentional. It is 100% intentional. We are 100% in love, and a forever future, never a question, never a doubt. And I'm just glad I found her, and she accepted. I'm glad she accepted. All right, guys, before I get taken away by all these yellow jackets I see flying around, I'm going to let you go. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Oh, there's a yellow jacket right on the camera. Oh my gosh, there's a yellow jacket right on the camera. If it flies in front of you, hear it, you'll know what it is. And there's a stink bug. There's a stink bug on the microphone, and there's a yellow jacket. So like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out. Hit the hype. You got hype if you're on mobile device. You get 3 a week. I'd appreciate hyping my videos up. So I'll see you on the premiere at 3 p.m. Central. So until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life. Woo!